Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be taking a look at something of a brand new game. It's about maybe a week and a half old now. Came out about a week and a half ago. Horizon Forbidden West. Apologies, I've been on a bit of a hiatus. Truth be told, full honesty, I've had some physical challenges, health-related stuff that I won't really get into, but the results of which have been causing me to have some mental issues as well, some mental health issues. So, I'm back. I feel better. There was a day, maybe about 2 weeks ago, where my favorite band announced that they were coming around for a concert. LEGO announced that they were releasing a Horizon Zero Dawn tall neck set. And I bought an Xbox. So, a little retail therapy went a long way. In all seriousness, guys, don't put your life into material things. It's not going to end well. But anyway, yeah, Horizon Forbidden West. So at this point, I've had a chance to play through the entire story. I won't say much other than I really enjoyed it, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's here to watch it and hasn't heard or seen it yet. I felt like it was a very good follow-up. I'm more of a sequel guy in general. If there's a trilogy, like, for example, Back to the Future, I always seem to gravitate towards the second installment of those types of things. So this was great. I really enjoyed the story. At this point, on my other account, I've completed, I think, like 85% of the PlayStation trophies. I'm actually on my Outlaws account right now, so I haven't even touched the game on this account, so you'll see some black boxes popping up as I complete some trophies on this account. Ultimately, I think I've done like the game progress, which we'll get into. I'll show you guys that as we get into the live stream here. Is a little jacked up. I think it says I'm only at like 65% completion of 100%, which I'm like, there's no way. I mean, I put 80 hours into this thing. I completed the storyline in like 2 days, maybe. I played 16 hours the first day it came out. So, how I'm only at 65% completion on my other account is beyond me. But we're really going to get into it. Like I said, I really enjoy this game. I felt like it was a great follow-up to Horizon Zero Dawn. If you like Horizon Zero Dawn, you're probably going to like this game. If you love Horizon Zero Dawn, you're probably going to love this game. So that's where I'm at. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. Hey, Max, how are you? Hey, Ducky, how are you? And also, hello, Lady Outlaw. Saw you check in there as I was kind of doing my intro. So yeah, I know people are sitting around waiting for an update from Red Dead. I decided to not sit around anymore. I've been sitting around since like 4 a.m. So after 7 hours, I'm like, forget this, I'm done. I'm gonna do Forbidden West, and maybe we'll get back into some Red Dead a little bit later on. Hey, Black Knight, how's it going? And Diana Bana, hey there, ho there. Let's go ahead and kick this off. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. I love this game already. All right, I'm gonna switch it to story. I did it on normal on my other account. What I will say is, the leveling on this is really messed up. At one point, I was like a level 40 something, and I went to go do a level 8 mission, and I got like one shot killed. And conversely, there were times where I was under leveled and I felt like the mission was really easy. So I don't know if it's something, they got to take a look at the leveling, maybe in a future update, in a patch or something, they can patch that. And I'll be talking about, there were some bugs when it first came out. I'll be talking about some of that stuff as we go through it. Please don't take that as me complaining about the game. Again, I really enjoy it. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. And, it's just, it's gaming in 2022, right? You don't get anything that's not buggy. So I'm going to switch to story mode just for purposes of playing this. I thought I would spam story and leave some of the side stuff out, but we'll see. I may need to do some parts gathering and crafting in order to level up some of the weapons and outfits and such. And again, I'll get more into that in more depth as we go through it. I forget what this. Explore, minimal HUD information, look at the world to find your way, or guided, markers and icons on screen to assist you. You know what I'm going to do? I think I did Explore on my other account, so I'll do the same thing here. Jackie heard about Madame Nazar being MIA. Yeah, she's missing. I think someone at Rockstar wanted it to be an Easter egg hunt kind of thing, and they jumped the gun and did it on March 1st. I'm gonna stop talking so we can watch the screen. Cutscene.
I'm running out of time, Elizabeth. The land is dying. People are suffering. Soon, they'll starve. All because of a terraforming system that's spiraling out of control. And only I can fix it. Only I have your genetic code. It won't be long before we hit the point of no return. And then... extinction. I've been searching for months for what I need. A backup of Gaia. The AI you designed to control the system. But every time I think I have a lead, it comes to nothing. And every night, I have the same dream. I'm walking under a brilliant night sky, through a field of flowers. And when I arrive at the center, I see you, Elizabeth. Waiting for me. Even though you've been dead for 1,000 years. You're the closest person I've ever had to a mother. And for a moment, I feel whole. But it never lasts. I'm always left alone. This world is your legacy, Elizabeth. I won't let it slip away. The valley below is my only remaining lead. My last hope to find the backup. I'll do whatever it takes to get it. I promise. Varl?
If it isn't Aloy, the savior of Meridian, anointed of the Nora.
You know I hate being called that stuff.
Well, consider it a punishment for running out on us the very same night we beat Hades.
I grew up an outcast. Remember, I'm not much for parties.
Yeah. But that one was in your honor. Just saying. So, what are we doing? Must be urgent since you left so fast. Delving into ancient ruins? Or maybe it has something to do with the Blight.
Both, actually, but, I should...
Oh, no. I've been tracking you a long way. It's okay. After everything you've done to help the Nora and my family, I swore an oath to help you, no matter what. You're stuck with me now. Like bark on wood.
Okay, but if you're going to come with me, you'll need to be able to see what I see.
A focus? Never thought I'd get your second sight.
I'll give you another one later and show you how to back up your data.
Data?
Information on the device we've got a lot to cover. I'll have to explain everything as we go.
You see like this all the time?
Since I was a little girl. Come on. Shall we? Alright, I got a couple of scrapes on the way here. We should find some medicinal plants, stock up. So it's time for your first lesson with the Focus.
Sounds good. Let's get started.
Alright, so quite a bit to unpack
These plants
already.
don't look like the ones in the sacred
First, hi Adam, welcome.
The Focus
Thanks for
helps
stopping
you
by.
see the ones we need.
I'll try not to talk too much over them, but I really do want to unpack that intro there. So, Aloy took off the night of defeating Hades right away. Some time has passed since then, enough time for Varl to grow a sick-looking beard. I really dig the new look.
Pulse from my
It looks like
Focus
it's bulked
can
up a little
reveal
bit
what we
too.
need.
So it's pretty cool. R3 to do the pulse blast. You tap it,
There.
right? So
Those plants by the stream
we used to
should do
hold
the trick.
R3 to scan. Now they also added a feature where you can just pulse blast it. So we got to get some health here. But yeah, so Aloy has taken the globe necklace that she picked off Elizabeth Sobek's body at the end of the first game. She polished it up a little bit, and now she's carrying it with her. Kind of cool to see Elizabeth so quick right away out of the gate in Aloy's dream. Also, I really like... what was I going to say? Lost my train of thought there. I don't know, there's just so much to unpack. So roughly, I think it's roughly 6 months have passed. Oh, the Blight, that's what I want to talk about, the Blight. The Blight has taken over. So we've got, you know, very similar tie into the first one. She's tapped
Bitter?
up at the deep end to heal.
Nice to make you feel better.
She's got to save the world again.
Alright, we should keep going.
That theme will continue. There'll be a lot of similarities between this and the first one as far as the story goes.
Yeah, good idea.
For now, we're just gathering health. It's kind of cool how they did this. It's like, you know, obviously we've played. If you've played this before, you know a lot of the controls. You know how to grab health and everything. But if you haven't played this before, you're jumping right in the second one. It's cool that this is kind of like a little tutorial. Yeah, the colors are sick. I mean,
It's peeling off.
I'm glad that they released this on PS5. Not that they wouldn't at this point. PS5's out, but I know it doesn't look this good on PS4. There's no way.
Those ruins. That's where we need to go.
So it looks like a couple different paths down here. Oh, well, Varl say it. He says he sees a few ways down.
Reactor exactly?
The backup? Well, it's an AI. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, so
Think
they're
of it
looking for the
like
backup to Gaia.
A set of instructions that can fix the world.
Sounds
If you
complicated.
guys remember from my Zero Dawn playthrough, tap circle. Oh, there she goes and dives. Love it. Oh, she can swim now. Yeah, she can swim now. I mean, underwater. She could swim in the first one. She just couldn't swim underwater. But yeah, so we're looking for a backup to Gaia,
We're into some trouble on the way here.
the program responsible, the AI program responsible for re-inhabiting and recultivating the Earth. And Aloy's been looking for that for 6 months, and so far her search has been fruitless. Could have taken the zipline down if you wanted to do that.
You really traveled a long way to get here. I almost caught up to you a couple times too. Salvaging machine carcasses as usual. And there they go.
Right out of the gate,
Looks
Glen
like I left
Hawks.
the carcass behind. A lot of arrows in that machine. Better take a closer look.
Examine the machine carcass.
Someone took down this machine recently.
Hey RP, how's it going?
I don't know. We better craft some arrows of our own. There might be trouble up ahead.
There's some ridgewood by the stream.
I feel like the first time I did this, I gathered like every piece of ridgewood I could find.
Alright. Now to craft some arrows.
I was coming off of level 60 playthrough on the original game. Back to like no health, no weapons. So you can see already, it's only 20 arrows.
Done.
Me too. Arrows
So
ready.
playing this for the first time, I would stress, take your time, gather as much health as possible, gather as much ridgewood as possible, so that you can make arrows, because, you know, I think in the first game you could carry a total of 40. I forget what you could carry right out of the gate, but at some point you could carry 40 arrows. And it made it really easy because you weren't crafting.
Nothing a well-placed arrow can't
And you'll
knock
see this as
free.
we go through, but the
Just have to
arrows
target the lock.
for the other weapons, sometimes you can only get like 3 or 4. So, like I said, I spent a lot of time in my original playthrough on my other account crafting
After you.
arrows, just because you didn't really have to do a ton of that in the original game. And her health is so low too. So, those of you who arrive,
What was this place?
I'm gonna let them talk for a second.
I don't know. The transmission... The, message I found didn't say. Only that a backup might be here. We need to
Alright,
find a way in.
Oh, it's not done yet. Alright, so those of you
So,
like me who relied on
What happened after I left
hack
Maine?
and slash and
Well, there was a fuss when people
shield beaver
realized you were
armor,
gone.
you're gonna
And
have
some
some
of us
problems
figured
probably.
you only would have left if it were for something important.
You were right about that.
Alright. Explore the ruin. This is kind of cool. I like this. Ready? Oh, it's gonna let me do it. Maybe not. Hold on. This one. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, there we go. You can actually pry open the trunks of these vehicles. I feel like that's a Last of Us thing that they added to this
Find anything good?
game. It's pretty cool.
A
Nice
few
addition.
supplies.
Trunks and engines. Compartments, you can open them up. A few of them. Actually, check my focus. Make sure I didn't miss one. I did.
Light makes my thumb itch.
Yeah, so the blight, I don't think it does it in this mission, but if you stand too close to the blight, sometimes it will, Ayla will start to cough and she'll slowly lose health. It's not terrible. Let me see if we can get her to do it. See, they're coughing. She's not losing health. I know later on. Standing too close to it. It wasn't, I mean, it was like 1 health point per, like, second. So you have to stand there for a really long time in order for her to die from it, but still not,
Down
not
this
good.
way.
Oh, actually, she did lose low health. She was at 210. She went down to 209 because I stood there for a second. Oh, cutscene.
Get to the grass.
Never seen one of those before.
Me neither. Those dead machines have it on alert.
How do you want to handle it?
The focus can help us. We can scan the machine before we make our move.
Okay.
So I'm holding R3.
Give it a
Hovering over it.
second. Okay. See how parts of it are glowing? Those are its weak spots.
Got it.
Alright, so weak to fire, not strong versus much. There are a ton of new machines. In fact, actually, let me go ahead and do this. So this is a burrower. You can see there's a new cauldron. Once you defeat the cauldron, you can override these guys, but obviously we're just starting out, so. Again, weak to fire, which we don't have any fire arrows at this point, but spoiler alert, they're coming. Alright, kill the machine is optional, or find the entrance. I kind of want to kill it, so we'll wait for it to come back around. We still do the thing, R1 to track it. It's not letting me do it right now, probably because it's an intro, but we'll wait for it to turn its back. These are this game's version of the Watchers. So if you're familiar with the first game and the Watchers, they do kind of the same thing. Maybe a little more powerful than the Watchers were. He's gonna spot me, I bet. No, maybe not. He should have. Oh, he did. Oh, I got in there just in time. Right in the face. Nice. Didn't have to do that, but it's cool to get some...
Another one's coming.
Hide in time. Did I get there? Okay, we got there. One thing I will say, they don't quite follow you as much as they used to in the first game. There's no whistling.
Know all that?
It reads data on the machine.
I used to really like to whistle to get their attention, have them come after me. They don't do that in this game.
Kind
So,
of.
again, if you try to rely on the strategies from the first game, it might not work as much.
So after the fuss over me leaving, what did everyone else do?
Well, as soon as the celebration was over, my mother led the rest of the Nora home. The Sun King put his people to work rebuilding the city, and I set out to find you.
Does he climb? I forget. There he comes.
You said you've had a focus since you were a child, right?
Yeah. Found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago. It's good to have extras.
Square to crouch. While moving, tap L3 to sprint.
Going into the ruin of the old ones. Goddess protect us.
We'll be okay, Varl.
Alright.
Welcome to the Far Zenith launch facility.
Far Zenith? I know they made some tech trades with Zero Dawn, but why would they have a backup of Gaia?
Please register with reception.
So Far Zenith,
I guess
if you're
they want us to check
only
in
familiar
with
with the story, will not make any sense to you. But there was a specific data point about Far Zenith in the first game that if you scan the read through, it's kind of interesting. So yeah, Far Zenith is kind of a key phrase at this point.
Please hold for identity.
Hey Freya, how are you?
Access denied.
Halfway through the story right now, nice. I'm gonna do my best not to say any spoilers. I've played through the story the whole way already.
Okay. I guess
But
they weren't
I
on
feel like I
great
want to
terms
provide a
with
little
Elizabeth.
background information for people who haven't played the
Well,
first game, or maybe
let's
didn't
find a
play
way
it
in.
quite to the depth that I did. Alright, so yeah, what was that? I think I was talking over it.
Please
It wouldn't let her
hold
in.
for identiscan.
not
Access
allowed.
denied. Credentials not recognized.
I guess it doesn't like me either.
So it doesn't recognize Varl, but it does recognize Aloy / Elizabeth Sobek, and her access was denied. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Of course, I was talking over it. Oh, no, I'm stuck. Here we go.
I should be able to pry this open.
Yeah, see? Got to pry it open. Because she wasn't authorized. It's almost like what beef did Far Zenith have with Elizabeth Sobek. And for Aloy, she's so used to just getting into these things because she's got the
There's climbing
genetic makeup.
gear. Guess someone dropped in from above. Whoever left this here might have also shot those machines we found earlier.
So where are they now?
Got Ridgewood. Practice what I preach.
Ugh, what's that stench?
Entire camp.
Bodies.
Wiped out.
An
They
acid.
must have come here to delve for scrap.
Acid. That explains the smell. And it looks like something big came in from above.
Crashed right through the camp. And then through the wall. I should take a look at the rubble in that gap.
Examine the rubble in the collapsed wall. Doing our best to avoid the acid in the process.
Whatever came through here brought this down as it went out. If I can dislodge some of the debris, we might be able to squeeze through. Maybe I can find something to help in the camp.
Aloy, over
Did
here.
I know if I complete Frozen Wilds of the first game and then complete the Grave Horde and Mother and Footsteps mission, it will give background on the demonic machines? No, I didn't know that, actually. I have done that. I've completed Frozen Wilds. That's the thing too, guys. If you played the main story and didn't play the DLC of the first one, I would say do that before you play this one. And I will leave it at that.
It's some kind of Osram prototype, I think. This hook looks like it can latch onto things.
And this gear pulls it back.
It looks broken, but maybe we can repair it. Hook it to the debris.
And pull it out. That could work. The focus can help us search the camp and identify anything we can use to fix the tool. My focus picked up a couple of things to check out.
Search the camp for parts to repair the tool.
Poor guy.
I see some purple stuff over here.
Acid burned right through his armor.
I also saw... where'd that green go? There was like a green icon. I thought there was gonna be like a supply chest or something. Oh yeah, there it is. Supply
A lot
crate.
of supplies here. I guess they plan
Shards.
to stay a while.
Part of a machine. Could help fix the gears.
Alright, so we picked up some machine scrap. So we can find the rest of them. There's Varro. There's the wall. Alright, so I'm gonna go over and talk to him. He looks like he found something. Little table. Interesting. I'd rather some more purple. Satchel.
Machine cable. Stronger than rope. Alright, I think I have what I need to repair the tool. Or maybe even make something better.
You could
I
use
like
this
better.
workbench.
Yeah, so workbench. It's a new feature in this one. Didn't have these before. Pretty cool. Alright, so in order to make the Polecaster, which is a special legendary gear, on the top right hand side, we need a broken tool, a machine cable, and machine scrap. So this is big. A little intro into crafting at a workbench. We'll be using this quite a lot as we go through the playthrough. So, and you use different parts. You know, eventually we'll get to a level where we need machine parts to make some upgraded weapons. Again, I don't want to say too much, so I'll leave it at that. Crafting complete. Polecaster, special gear obtained.
There. Pole caster. Now to test it on the debris.
For those of you who played Zelda games in the past, this is the hook shot. It's kind of like that. It's a hook shot, but it's more than that too. Polecaster is a versatile tool that allows you to manipulate objects in the environment that have a graded pattern. So now, we're going to use it on this debris over here. To wield the Polecaster, hold L2, right? So you hold L2, which will aim your bow, and then tap triangle to switch over to it. So it's not actually in the weapon wheel. You have to actually aim your bow in order to get access to it. Alright, dip to one side. Same thing. Tap the triangle. Pull the other side.
That worked better than I thought.
Search the ancient ruins for a Gaia backup. Alright, so we're continuing our search through ruins here.
Well, it doesn't look like there's an easy way out of here. I should scan the area.
It's all
We
jungle,
have to find a way to keep going.
overgrown.
Huh.
I see a halo projector over there.
What's this thing for?
Holo projector, whatever they call it. Data console. And then I see up here,
A supply crate. I think I can use the pullcaster on it.
supply crate. Let's do that first. Actually, can she reach it? No, she can't reach it yet. Let's just watch the halo
What's this?
console. Alright, ready?
Whoa.
Good morning. I'm Oswald Dalgard, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Far Zenith. Forget what you think you know about us. Our truth is simple. We say reach for the stars, even if you have to cross 8.6 light years of space to get there. Please proceed into the auditorium, where we'll unveil our plans.
Alright, proceed to the auditorium.
Wonder
No,
what's in
actually,
this
well, I can't say no, I haven't played. I haven't played it in depth.
We'll find out.
One of Jackie's cousin's kids had it, and I played it for like maybe 5 minutes when I was over their house.
I don't think a pulse for my focus is enough here. I better.
I was a big
scan the area.
Nintendo guy back in the day, but I haven't played too many Nintendo games recently. Alright, so activate the focus mode. I did see there's a ladder. It says Varl. That's funny. It's not Varl. I mean, that's how Varl's gonna get up. Can't do anything with that right now. That.
Oh, I might be able to get
can.
up there.
So, again, new feature in the game. I love this. Ready? Double tap X. She shoots across.
Wow,
Freaking sick.
that worked.
So you can definitely see, Adam mentioned Breath of the Wild, you can definitely see the
Too bad there's
influence
only
that
one.
Zelda games had on this game.
Don't worry, I'll find you
specifically
another
the
way up.
first one. So I forget where I need to go exactly. Now that I'm up here. Oh yeah, just straight up. So I mentioned Last of Us, I mentioned Zelda. This game has a number of influences that are pretty recognizable. Not to the point where I feel like they stole from anybody, but you could tell like they wanted to pay homage to game creators that they appreciate in a lot of this. Uncharted would be another one. Alright, so while moving, tap L3 to sprint, tap X while sprinting to perform a long jump. Alright, so we gotta get a little head start here, because we're gonna have to jump across. I'm probably gonna miss. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is decayed. You'll see that happen quite a bit, where she jumps and either falls back down or...
Okay, I gotta drop the ladder for Varl.
Alright, now we're in. We circle all the way back around. Lower the ladder for Varl.
There you go, Varl.
Thanks.
Orcana of Time. I liked Link to the Past, I think was probably my favorite Zelda game. I haven't played too many of them after that. I did play one when I bought a Switch, but it was a reissue. I forget what I don't even remember what it's called. But yeah, I was a big Zelda fan back in the day, man. I played A Link to the Past about as much as I play Red Dead now.
Humans, Homo sapiens, us. We have always pushed the boundary as explorers, pioneers, trailblazers. And now Far Zenith is taking the next leap into the future. That's why we're proud to have resurrected the Odyssey. When our government's abandoned in orbit, Far Zenith will actualize in less than a decade. But that's only the beginning. When the ship is complete, we will send the Odyssey and her crew where no one's gone before. The Sirius system. There, we'll create humanity's first off-world colony. The Odyssey may take 300 years to reach it. But when we look up at the night sky, we'll know they're on their way. And in the words of our founder, the late Peter Chimbumbe, the truest form of immortality is...
Data corrupt. Playback stopped.
The old ones could fly through the sky? Between the stars?
Well, yes. Sort of. That ship, the Odyssey, it never made it to the other star. Something went wrong, and it blew up. Is that why Elizabeth gave them a backup of Gaia? For their colony?
Error. Public presentation file corrupted. Member recruitment file available. Do you wish to reactivate?
Yeah. Reactivate. Let's see what else they had to say.
We all know the projections. Economic instability, new biocontagions, rampant AIs. How long before another catastrophe creates unacceptable risk for the world's elite? We here at Far Zenith believe, escape the inevitable. And so we reach for the stars. Now you've seen what we're building here. Infrastructure to support the Odyssey's construction. A state-of-the-art data center to facilitate rapid technological advancements. And you've seen how we're managing public perception. So invest and join us. Claim your berth on the Odyssey. Preserve your way of life beyond the concerns of Earth.
Well, they were right about the world ending. They just didn't know how. Yet.
So everything they said back there about the next step for humanity, it was all a lie. These people only cared about saving their own skin.
Yeah, well, didn't work out for them in the end. That Oswald guy mentioned a data center. There. The backup. It should be stored in there.
Won't be able to swim across.
I guess we'll have to find a way around. Come on.
Alright, so again, a lot to unpack, but first, Freya, I am on PS5. This is PS5. So again, Odyssey wasn't a huge focal point in the first game. They do mention it. They mentioned that something happened to it in orbit.
Sure seems like it.
But I think the assumption from the first game was always that there were two plans. One was the Gaia plan, which we found out about as we went through the story. The second was to get the hell out of Dodge. Get on a giant ship and try and find somewhere else to live and recolonize another planet. So it is interesting that this is kind of the focal point of the intro. Let's see where it takes us.
The wilds have really grown over this place.
Alright, gotta use the pullcaster again. Don't stand so close, Varro. Oh. That's awesome. That never gets old. This is my second time through and I'm digging it. Deeper into the ruin we go. More blight over here. Oh, what's that?
What is that thing?
I'm going to kill those Osram. Keep your guard up.
Oh, my God.
Love it.
Up.
With Varro, my guard is up.
Up here.
Alright, got some more burrowers.
Careful. Don't want those things to call in some friends from underground. You take the left one. I'll deal with the one on the right.
Okay.
I like this little callback to the first mission with Varro. Not the first mission of the game, the first mission that you do with Varro in the football stadium. They take out members of the Eclipse the same way.
Sneak up on it to
She
take it
takes
out
one,
with
he
my
takes
spear.
the other one as you move through. So it's a cool little, like I said, it's a cool little callback, I think.
Check its patrol path.
Alright, yeah, now they're introducing the whole patrol path thing
There's
to
its patrol
you.
path.
Burrower rank 5, weak to
Still
fire.
out of sight.
Alright, we're gonna move up here.
I can throw a rock to distract it.
Nah, I don't need to throw
Into a
rocks.
position where can
I think I
sneak
maybe
up
threw
and
one
strike.
rock the entire time I did my first
Just
playthrough.
have to wait
And
for
I
the
wasn't
right
happy with the
moment.
result, which is why I didn't do it again after that. Yeah, I love it too. I know certain people who don't love
Time to
it.
throw.
I'm not gonna throw a rock. Let's do it this way. And see it. Borrow? Waiting on you, buddy. There you go.
Gotcha.
Mine's down too.
Why is she not? Wait a minute. There we go. Just to push X a little harder.
Nothing you and I can't handle.
More machines. Let me loot this one first. I'm gonna screw up when I want to crouch for sure. And probably running, sprinting in this game. I'll probably screw it all up. Different buttons from Red Dead. Alright, you kind of spotted me a little bit there. That one's making a wide path. What's this guy doing? He's still looking for this. Another supply chest. I'm gonna wait for him to go away. I'll probably end up taking... Well, let's see what happens. Alright, he's gonna go away now.
I've got your back.
His path. They're a little off time at the moment. I'm gonna move up, I think. Oh, no, I'm not. JK.
Ready whenever you want to strike.
Yeah. It's a tight dude. Still hear the music. Oh yeah, there's one down there. Grab some health over here. Music once again is amazing. I think it's the same composer. I mean, there's some songs. I was looking it up. I'm trying to find it. It's not on iTunes yet. And I was having a hard time trying to find the song I wanted on Spotify. It won't let you skip unless you pay. I don't have a paid membership for Spotify. I use the free version. But there's one machine. I'm not going to say anything. There's one machine that when you fight, the music is freaking epic. Hey Gypsy, how's it going? Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good day at work. I'll try to remember when we get to that point with the music. I'm sure I'll remember.
Got them all.
Alright. And the
I've
intense
been meaning
music
to
goes
mention.
away.
I noticed you have a new look these
Ah,
days.
the beard.
Yeah, I know. Didn't have a lot of time to shave when I was trying to catch up to you. Don't worry, it's not permanent.
Good.
Sorry my whiskers offend you.
I disagree. I like the look, personally. What do you guys think? Those of you who know old Varl versus new Varl. I dig it. I think it looks cool, first of all, and it's a cool way to show, I think, the passage of time, right? Because if he just showed up looking the same, you would assume that only like a few days had passed or whatever.
I hope it didn't suffer long.
It's a nice way for them to show it. I'm all about, like, to me, good writing in video games and any really art, movies, TV, or whatever, is show me, don't tell me, right? Don't tell me X amount of time has passed. Give a guy a beard, and I'll know that he grew it out over time, because you don't grow beard like that overnight. Or something else. It doesn't have to be a guy with a beard. It could be anything, really, but just show me, don't tell me.
Must have used explosives
Exposition through dialogue is no fun.
They managed to get a couple.
Looks like there was a barricade here. Machines must have broken through.
Excuse me while I loot everything. Oh, corpse. Including this corpse. Ah, health potion.
For later.
Nice, first one.
That Oseram didn't have a chance to use it.
Just received a small health potion. Health potions take time to drink but refill your health instantly and can overheal past your max health. So guys, very different from the first one. I think in the first one, as soon as you pop the health, it was like in your inventory. You have to budget for it and plan for it this time around. Best to, if you're going to use it, maybe use it before heading into a battle. I'll try to show you some of that, show you what I'm talking about, but I don't want to use it right away. So, yeah, just heads up on that. It doesn't, to me, it works differently than it did in the first game, and it's not as, I won't say it's not as good, it's just different. If you were used to doing it in the first game in the middle of a battle and not losing any health or dying in the process, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Careful. Traps ahead.
Huh. Might be able to disarm them.
Alright, let me go. Okay, dude, don't run right at the trap. Try to disarm it. Get out of there, Varl.
There. Managed to salvage some supplies.
This is another
Blow
thing
yourself up.
I did differently in this
Dismantled
game.
it.
I used a lot more
And more
traps
supplies.
than I ever did in the first game. And I don't know if it's just because my playstyle has changed or what, but I find myself using traps a lot more.
Looks like another camp.
While we're here, maybe we can make some traps of our own. Might come in handy against machines.
Good
Alright,
idea.
so to craft a blast trap, hold down to open your hunter's kit and navigate to blast trap crafting screen. So we go hold down.
I don't have the
It's
right
already on
supplies
it,
to
but I'll show
craft
you
a
guys,
trap.
right? So you can just on the D-pad, I'm hitting
Looks like
left,
the Oseram
it's
showing
cycling
some
through all the
shortcuts.
things that are in here.
I might
Including
be
my
able to scrounge
potion,
up enough materials
fast
from
travel
there.
pack, which I don't have, a rock, and then the blast trap. So she doesn't have enough to craft at the moment, and I was talking over her, but she said maybe I can scrounge it up enough to make. So let's scan for items. We got some stuff here. Resource
I can use
container.
this.
I was telling you what items. Reach for the start. It's telling me what items to gather.
Okay. Should have what I need to craft a trap.
And we do. But let me just do this first. Alright, so then again, hold down. Crafting menu opens. Pretty cool. I dig this. I don't remember this being a feature in the first game. I think when you wanted to craft anything, potions or traps related, you had to hit the pause menu. So it was like you were constantly hitting the pause menu, maybe even in the middle of a battle, just to craft. This, they made it so that you don't have to do that. You stay right in the game. It's cool.
There.
It's more of a...
Explosive trap made.
It
anything
maintains
walks into one of
the
those,
suspension of disbelief.
Won't know what hit it. Over here.
Like
Hey,
she's
look.
actually crafting,
think I see
not
a way
me
up.
hitting the pause menu, you know? Alright, pull caster. Tap X twice, and up we go. I'm trying to remember where I go. Oh yeah, just straight up. Oh, yeah, I gotta look at... See these things?
Machine's ahead.
Duck right away. Alright,
Don't think they spotted us.
another machine.
Gotta scare them.
Looks like a scrapper from the first game, but it's not.
Scroungers.
It's called a scrounger.
It's new to me. Let's see where its weak points are.
There's another one over
Maybe
here.
we could place one of those traps you made in its path.
We could. But I'm gonna hold on to the trap. It's a good suggestion, Varl. Noted. Declined. Sounds halfway through the first one, Adam? Nice. Yeah, it's a great, I mean, I love pretty much everything about that game. To me, the story is perfection. Now see, a trap would cause a big explosion and get this other guy's attention. I don't want to do that when I can silent strike. Let's see if he notices. A lot of times, just like the first game, if you kill one, the other ones come over and check it out. Especially in the case of scrappers, and in this game, scroungers, right? They're scavenger machines. So he might come over and start eating this other guy, taking his parts. Grab some Ridgewood. I don't think you can have enough Ridgewood early in the game here. Let's check out his path. Hopefully he stays on it. So he's just walking back and forth here. I do want to loot that guy at some point. I'll wait till the second one's dead though. I mean, some of this music, like, I was trying to go to bed at night after playing, and it was just, like, still playing in my head. It's cool. And again, we're just getting started. It's not even the best music. I'm trying to make sure I'm actually hidden. That's one thing, actually, that's another change they made. The eye icon in the top center below the compass used to let you know when you were in stealth mode, like when you couldn't be seen and when you could. I don't know if I like it. It made it maybe a little more challenging, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
We're clear.
Let's keep going then.
Again, I don't think you had to kill these machines. There'll be times when you don't have to kill machines. You can just like stealth right through them. But I actually prefer to kill them when I can. Phone call coming in. Let me silence that. I think it's easier to figure out what you need to do next after you've killed the machines. So keep that in mind. If you're struggling to figure out what you're trying to do, and there's a machine sitting there, maybe take the machines out first.
That machine we saw earlier must be on the move.
The whole thing is shaking. Controller's vibrating. It's freaking awesome. Alright, so we're going up and across. Wait for her to reach out before you hit X. And drop down by hitting square. Open another door. Fire and Frost Clubs from the DLC of the first game. Yes. Yeah.
That's a big storm picking up out there.
Yeah. And they're getting stronger. And more frequent.
So the storms, the blighted lands, the rivers and lakes choked with algae. You were born to fix all that?
Yeah. I can only do it if I find that backup. I think we're winding our way around to the data center. We'll need to cut through that big building on the right out there.
So I think she's talking about that as a data center? I don't know. That big building to the right, she's talking about that. I believe. I don't think there's much going on in here other than obviously that supply cache I just opened. I haven't seen any data points. I did miss
here.
a few data points.
Come check this out.
My first playthrough. I'll try not to miss any this time, but it's gonna happen.
What is this thing?
There's one.
It's data. You can scan it with your focus.
Let's see. Huh.
This data mentions
Zero Dawn
that
trade
While
agreement.
Zenith traded with Zero Dawn.
I'll tuck this away to
It
study
doesn't
later.
explain how they got it back up.
I'll keep it.
Let's check it out. Negotiations with representatives from Zero Dawn are concluded. Exceptionally pleased that we've arrived at a mutually profitable agreement. So basically, the people at Far Zenith have agreed to make a trade with people at Zero Dawn. So Far Zenith is a separate project run by somebody else, but they're in contact with Dr. Sobek and team from Zero Dawn. Well, I don't know about the team, at least Dr. Sobek. So That's what we're talking about here.
An eye out for more data.
This company reached an agreement with Zero Dawn. I don't think that's scannable, even though it looks like it is. Alright, onwards we march.
Looks like we've got to climb up.
Alright, before we do that though, got some supplies. So you can see, you have options. You can go that way, or you can go this way. I know which way is the right way, but let's check it out all the same.
It's really falling apart.
Well, it is 1,000 years old.
Actually, I thought I knew which way was the right way. Here. Watch this. It must be this way, that's the wrong way.
You okay?
Yeah.
And then it's too tall to reach.
We won't be going that way.
Made it.
It's funny, I picked the, in my first playthrough, I picked that wrong way first. They did, I think, an appropriate amount of that. There's not too much of it. Oh, excuse me, dude. Because they could overdo that. I mean, they could do that every turn if they wanted to, but I feel like they did it just right. They sprinkled it in enough that it wasn't annoying.
Looks like some kind of meeting room.
Alright, another
That door on the other
room with
side's
an halo.
locked.
There's another one of those glowing things by the table.
Anzu.
The Zero Dawn terraforming system, the brainchild of Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Empowered by 9 subordinate functions, Gaia, the core of the system, is capable of advanced planetary engineering, an obvious advantage to our space colonization efforts. Operation Phase 1. Establish an asset within Project Zero Dawn. Status complete. Phase 2. The asset will secretly beamcast a complete copy of Gaia and her subordinate functions to this facility's data center. If all goes well, Zero Dawn staff will remain completely unaware of the transmission. Risks. Discovery of this operation could result in Zero Dawn withholding the already negotiated Apollo database. Special care must be taken not to alert Travis Tate, the expert hacker in charge of Hades Protocol. In addition, extreme caution must be exercised in regards to Dr. Sobek herself. As one of the world's preeminent technologists, she may have instituted unforeseen security measures. A complete assessment is attached. This concludes the executive summary.
I thought Elizabeth sent the backup here, but she didn't. Far Zenith stole Gaia.
Aloy? Why does that woman look like you?
It's okay, Pearl. We look alike because we're the exact same. Genetically identical.
But she was one of the old ones. How can you be her?
Because I wasn't born. I was made. By a machine. It's why I'm motherless, why I was cast out as an infant.
I don't understand. What kind of machine can make a person?
Remember when I said the backup is like a set of instructions? It's more than that. It's called Gaia. And for a long time, she cared for the world until she had to destroy herself. So she made me to bring her back. I'm the only one who can. And this place is my last hope.
You once said the goddess spoke to you when you went into All Mother Mountain. Was that this Gaia?
Yes, but she's not the goddess, Laurel. There isn't one.
How can you be sure? It sounds like she anointed you with a sacred task.
I've had a lot of time to figure this out. And you will too, with the focus. But for now, the reports said they were going to store the stolen copy of Gaia in the data center. So that's where we have to go. Okay?
Alright, so we thought there was an agreement between Var Zenith and Zero Dawn. Turns out Var Zenith's trying to steal Gaia. And that's the backup that Aloy's.
Huh. Look at that. Aloy, over here. I found something you could use.
A weapon. Thanks, Varl. We should keep moving.
After you.
Frost Blast Sling. Blast slings launch bombs that affect large areas as weapon fires frost bombs. Use them against enemies to build up to the brittle state. While in the brittle state, enemies are more vulnerable to impact damage. So that is one of my favorite things to do. Freeze them, and then hit them with the impact arrow. Causes tons of damage, especially if you hit them in a weak spot. So, I think I'm going to hit the pause menu for the first time here. And we'll check out our inventory. So you can see I've got the spear, same one that she had in the last game. We had the bow and arrow, and just now we got the Frost Blast Sling. It's automatically equipped. Pretty cool. Outfit, right now it's just the Nora Anointed, which includes the Shield Weaver armor. The first game, the end of the first game. Our tools pouch, we've got our potions, our traps, our fast travel, and our rocks. Thrilled to have those rocks. Ammo. Got hunter arrows and frost bombs. Some other resources. I'll go through these quick. Just kind of some valuables to sell. You can sell these to merchants. Key upgrade resources. That'll be used later to improve our weapons, improve our armor / outfits. Gear upgrade resources. Same thing here. These are just key components, while these are like just random. They're still kind of important, but maybe not as important as these. So maybe keep an eye on this. I think we may end up using this later. Ammunition resources, these are the resources we use to craft our ammo. Healing, that's our berries. Strike pieces, we'll get to that later on. And special gear, we've got our polecaster. So, quick over to the notebook. Got the machine catalog so far. We've seen a burrower, and we saw a scrounger. There's different variants. We'll get to that in just a bit too. You can see on the scrounger, there's 4 different types of scroungers. And borrowers, there's about 1 million of them. That was one of the things I think keeping me from getting 100% on my other playthrough. There's, I don't even know, 20 burrowers. If I only found 18 or 19 variants, then it wasn't giving me credit, I don't think, for the full thing. So, I don't know enough about that for sure, but I think that's what it is. Character bios, we've got Varl, we've got Elizabeth Sobek, we've got Gaia, got Travis Tate, right? He's the one that worked on Hades in the first game before Hades went crazy. Mention of Hades here. Ted Farrow, Rost, and Silence. So Ted Farrow, CEO, he was the one that created the machines in the first place. Again, if you haven't played the first game, he's kind of the true villain of the game. Created the machines, didn't let them install a backup, and the machines went crazy and started creating other machines, and that's what led to ultimately the extinction of life on Earth the first time around. Rost was Aloy's pseudo father figure. He'll come up. I'm not going to go too in depth on him, but his name will come up. She talks about her past. And then Silence, who figured prominently in the first one, mostly through either her focus or through holograms, and then made one brief appearance at the end of one mission in physical form. So a lot of these guys we'll get into a little more, but he can be kind of a big figure too, central figure here. So keep an eye on Silence, Rost, and Ted Farrow, even though we haven't met them yet. Collectibles, there's several different collectible categories. I think I did all but these 3, which we'll talk about as we go through it. No spoilers, please, if you already know. And then data points, this is nuts. I mean, there's 1 million of them. I felt like I scanned everything I came across in my first playthrough, and I still don't have... I probably have about 80% of them, maybe. And then here's the game progression I was talking about. So at this point, 0.26. I know I'm not going to 100% this. Definitely not going to 100% it on my other account either. The whole point of these live streams, live streaming this game, is to mostly get through story mode. I will do some side missions. There were some really good ones, some fun ones, but I'm not going to stress over scanning every variant of every machine. I mean, we could be here for months doing that. I might go back and do it on my other account at some point, instead of doing a second playthrough on that account. But for this playthrough, purpose of this playthrough and this live stream series, I'm just gonna mostly focus on story mode, and I'll add in a few side things here and there. Stats, I've been playing for about an hour. It seems to be about right. I think I started shortly after 11 a.m. my time. And then the tutorials, the tutorials, you can spend a ton of time in here. They show you how to do everything. I don't even think I went through a single one of these. I'm not going to do it now. I know how to play the game. I know how to, I know my style from the first one, my playstyle from the first one was good enough to get me through the game. I had to adjust a few things here and there, but I don't know that you need to go through every single one of these tutorials. For the most part, the game will show you them in the early stages of the storyline. I think that's probably just your best bet. I wouldn't recommend. To me, this seems tedious. I'm even getting twitchy just going through all these without even reading them. You could probably spend a good hour, 2 hours in here getting your degree, getting your doctorate in Horizon Forbidden West. I don't recommend that, right? We're here to play a video game and have fun, but if you wanted to explore some of this stuff and check a little bit more of it out, feel free. I'm just going through this now because I hate the yellow exclamation point icon, and it is my sole duty on this earth to stamp it out. So bear with me while I do that. We'll get back to some fun stuff in a minute here. Again, so far so good. I really like where this is picking up. We've got mention of Far Zenith. We're finding a little bit more about those guys and what they were up to. They mentioned the Odyssey spaceship, which is kind of a big thing. Again, not a big thing in the first game. Kind of just casually mentioned, I think, in one of the data points, actually. But it's kind of cool that they worked that in to this game. Alright, let's continue. Is Rockbreaker back? You couldn't find it. I don't want to give that away, I don't think. I mean, it's not a major spoiler. But,
Down here.
I'll say this. Every machine, I think every machine from the first game is in this game. And more. I think that's probably safe to say without spoiling it.
I think we're almost back outside.
Good.
There we go.
It's going in the same direction we're going.
This is another thing I really dug too, the whole previewing, foreshadowing, if you will, of the big boss fight. I don't think I'm ruining anything by saying that there's going to be a big boss fight at the end of this mission. Every single story mission that I've ever played in every single game I've ever played has a big boss fight at the end of it. So there's no spoiler there. The way they kind of layer this in is cool. And they do it a few other times too. Again, not spoiling too much, but in one of the cauldrons there's a cool moment that's kind of, I think, a reference to a movie, which if I remember, I'll circle back around on when we get to that cauldron. Alright. I don't think that was the only machine here, though. I'm hearing, it sounds like scrapper noises. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Machines. I could try with that new weapon on it.
New weapon. Is it just one? Just one machine? Alright, cool. Try it. Try a little frost bomb action. Frozen. Aim for a weak point like that. And it's a one-shot kill. Two-shot, really. One arrow kill, I guess.
All the awesome delvers. And a lot of acid. That big machine must have attacked as they tried to escape.
They didn't stand a chance.
Looks like we can cross over here.
Okay, look at this one. About this one.
So, you said this backup is the last hope.
Yeah. All those places I've been these last few months, there were supposed to be more backups. But 1,000 years ago, a guy named Ted Farrow purged them all.
Was he part of Far Zenith too?
No. He was worse.
Just want to check this out real quick. Alright, so making sure I didn't miss anything over here. I don't think I did that in the first playthrough. We'll get into more of the swimming underwater aspect of it a little later, maybe today, maybe next time, maybe later in the live stream series, who knows. But for now, we're just gonna head back up here and go across, right? No, we're stuck. Hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. Jump from ledge to ledge. So I'm just tapping R3 there to do the pulse. Again, that's a new feature in this game. You just have to hold down on it and just scan. But now just tapping R3 shows you where everything is. I don't know if I can make this jump. Nope. I think you're supposed to make that jump though. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Give me another way up. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah. And then pullcaster. Tap on X. Wants to jump, wants to use it. Alright. This one I have to make. There we go. Alright. Where am I going? Over here? I don't think so. That's not right. Alright. Current, strong current in the river, pushing me back the other way. Go across the rope bridge. No, that's the way I came, isn't it? Oh, I'm so confused. Figure it out. Tell me to go that way. I think I gotta go up the rocks over there. There we go. Now I got it. Sorry, Varl. Step on his hands. There we go. Gotta go this way. Platform up there. Jump. Jump. Talking about the Odyssey there.
Machines tore right through them.
Machines patrolling ahead.
We can tag them into focus to keep track of them.
First we'll get down in the red grass. Tag them. Tag them up. 1, 2. And?
Sneaky one.
3. Sneaky one. I forgot she said that. It's funny. Try to get the bro to come over here. He's gonna stop short. We'll wait for him to turn around. The Scrounger's kind of just chilling over there. Oh, no, yeah, let's go. Go move up to the next set of red grass. It's funny, the companion thing kind of bothers me in any game because they always like stand out in the open. That was a big thing in like Skyrim and pretty much any game I've ever played that had a companion. It's kind of silly. The Last of Us, I think, was like that too, right? When you're first playing as Joel, Ellie kind of stands out in the middle of nowhere. It's like, Ellie, get down, hide. It's like right now, Varl, get out of there. But the machines don't see him. They have this magic cloaking device. It's 2022. Can we fix that, game developers, at some point? Not gonna strike it because this guy's looking right at me. Now that he turned around, I get it. flute. Get back to the grass. Now the trick is, get this other guy over there. I'm gonna go for him first, I think. So we'll let the burrower come back, and then start on its walk back over to where it just was, before we get the scrounger. Oh, I forgot that it's behind the wall. Alright, we'll do this. Got a trophy there. Stealth killed 10 machines. Knockdown. Critical strike. Cool.
Okay. Now how to get out of here?
Machine ripped right through the wall.
Maybe that's where we go. Thanks, machine. Otherwise, we would have been able to get out of
What's
here.
in here?
Or not. Maybe it's just valuables. Yeah. So that's not the way out. Bridgewood? Actually, how am I doing on arrows? I think I've only fired one shot, right? This is 17, so I fired 3 shots. I don't remember firing.
There's a ladder in the back.
I thought I only fired 1 arrow. Oh no, I fired a couple arrows at ladder type things, like that. Up we go. I hear more burrower noises.
Sona was really okay with you not going back to the Sacred Lands?
As the Nora war chief, she understood why I was obligated to follow you. But as my mother, she wasn't pleased.
Another ladder.
Is she ever pleased? I don't think I've seen her smile.
Me neither.
Nice little reference for those of you who played the first one to Sona and her lack of smiling. If you know, you know. Let me go through here. Just check out make sure there's no machines first. Up the stairs. Wow, stairs. How nice. I hear them. Where are they? That's the question. It's funny. Yeah, forget that first one. There we go, cutscene. There you go. Not one machine. Not 2 machines.
3 of those things.
3 of them.
And if they slaughtered all those Oseram, we'll never get through to the data center.
There's no way to slip past them. They're too tough to fight head on.
We could find a settlement. Convince some hunters to help us.
That would take weeks, and we don't have that kind of time. Maybe all we need is that shuttle to fall.
That thing? How?
We'll figure it out. Just wait here.
Aloy.
Trust me.
And there she goes.
Love it.
Just need to get over to the shuttle.
Look at this, before I go down.
Make it fall into the basement.
First of all, shuttle in the foreground. Look at this like cyclone type storm in the background. It's awesome, man. They freaking crushed it. And thank you, PS5, for these amazing graphics. Here we go. Alright. Let's scout ahead. Yeah, that's what I thought. One there. Another one in the background over there. So if you were with me for the replay of Horizon Zero Dawn a few weeks back before we started this one, one of my things I said I'd like to see them improve is when the targeting, like if there's two things for your focus to scan, targeting on the thing that you actually want to scan. I think they did a better job with this. It's still not quite 100%, but much better in this game than I felt like in the previous games. So. Alright, pick a side, right or left. You can go either way. There's some blight here. I don't want to sit here for too long.
I can
or
make
just
it
get
to
too
that
close to
tower.
her.
I should be able to find a way across.
So this guy's doing laps around this column here, I think. Well, maybe not. They're just going back and forth. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, he's just going back and forth. That's fine. Move up here. Ultimately, he ends up. Does he get close? Yeah, he gets kind of. Yeah, I think I can silent strike him from that patch of grass. We're gonna try that. If we go away. No, he's gonna come right here. Convenient. Ready? See it. The death throws for the machines is much more dramatic in this one than it was in the other one. Sometimes the other one they just kind of went down. This one they like tremor for quite a bit. Again, I learned early on that the hack and slash method that I used. Oh, good thing I got here when I did. The hack and slash method I used in the previous game is not as good in this game. You're gonna probably want to stealth a lot more in this game than you did in the previous game, if you're like me. Which is good. I think it makes it more challenging. It's more of like a puzzle, even though it's combat, right? Trying to figure out the right time, where these machines are going, watching their tracks. I was definitely a major part of the first one, but not as much, I don't think. And maybe I'm just misremembering because by the end of the first one I was so leveled up that I was like just running at every watcher I saw, hacking it to death. No, he sees his dead friend. He's gonna come over and check on it, which is convenient because I need to come over here anyway. Oh, see, they don't come quite as close as they used to. Thankfully, he turns his back. Alright, we'll look and make sure there's not one more before we go too much further. I don't see and or hear anything other than the birds. Jungle something. Goldthorn pepper. Lots of different plants in this one. It's kind of cool. Alright, so we gotta go up, I think. If I remember correctly. Let's see. We're not ready to go up yet, though. Go around. I'm out in the open here. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, Jungle Goldthorn.
There. That ladder can get me up to the tower.
Up we go. So yeah, check this out. We gotta go all the way across and up there. Ultimately, we're heading for like there, I think. Let's go. Polecaster.
Okay, up there. I think I can reach it if I launch myself off that grapple point.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Why won't she jump? Oh, you gotta launch, that's why. Alright, so it's like a triple jump here. As you're on your way up.
I didn't get up high enough.
Wait, what?
Better try this again.
Hold on.
I can reach the rail up there if I launch myself off the grapple point.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Didn't make it. Gotta try again.
Alright, what am I doing wrong? X, X, and circle.
Got it.
There we go. X, X, circle. Another ladder. Supplier cache. When in doubt, tap R3, it'll let you know what's climbable. It's a pretty cool feature.
Well, that sounds good.
Games like Assassin's Creed, they let you climb pretty much everything. This game, that's how they decided to do it. It's interesting, it looks almost like a football playbook. I was having flashbacks to my high school football days. There's like X's and O's and things have like lines drawn across. And Alright, gotta jump. And then hit X for the bowcaster. It's really cool. I think they did a really good job with the movement here. This looks like, yeah. Cross. That way? No, this way. Yeah.
That was close. One rickety tower down. On to the next.
Left.
I won't be able to make that jump. But there is a cable here. Maybe I can ride it to the other side.
Zip line, baby. Here we go. Oh, I missed! Dude, I hit X. Just so you guys know. I did hit the button to jump.
I won't be able to make that jump.
Right? X is the button to jump? Yeah, see, that bothers me.
Other side.
Slow motion for me.
Well,
Rope.
where to go but up? This place is barely holding together.
Oh, thousands of years old. Look at this. Everything's breaking. Oh my gosh, man. Did I say that they used it sparingly? They overused it there.
Looks like there are massive clamps.
Hey, Space Ranger, how's it going? Didn't see you check in.
There's a control console nearby. If I can release the clamps, the
Alright,
shuttle should fall right into the basin.
Wait, why is it? Okay. Search for the shuttle control clamps. I gotta go this way, obviously. The machines that were over here. Yeah, same Space Ranger. I've been playing it pretty much since the release. I did take a break over the weekend this weekend just because I knew I was going to be live streaming it. But yeah, I finished it on my other account, 100% complete. Well, not 100%. The storyline is complete. I did everything I want to do. There's a few things side things I didn't care for that I'm just not going to bother with. So, hey, Renegade, appreciate the like. Take care. Alright, let's kill some of these machines. I'm only seeing 3. I feel like there's more than that, but 3 it is. I'll scan again as I get closer. Scrounger. Burrower. Second Scrounger. I feel like there's at least one more Burrower. I'm gonna go over to that grass in a second here. Actually, let's go now. Almost a little too far there. Oh, he sees me. Oh, he saw me. Oh, boo. Oh my gosh, man. Alright, we're fighting. Watch out. Ah, I'm trying to get out of the way. Alright, not bad. That was easier on story mode than it was on normal mode. I can already tell the combat is better or easier on story mode than the normal. I mean, that makes sense. Right, where did that one go? That last one. Where did I kill? There it is. I feel like there's one more. Although I guess if I was fighting, it would have come after me, right? I'm just doing a little exploring. I know where I need to go. A lot of empty space over here. It usually doesn't happen in these missions. Oh, there we go. Should probably take a little bit of that. Oh, that's another thing too. So I just took a berry, a medicinal berry, and in the bottom left corner of the plus sign, it went from 9 to 10. So if you hold up on it, that's how you reload it back to 10. If you have some in your inventory. So I had 7, now I have 6. It was 9 of 10, now it's 10 of 10. So it moves it from your backup, I guess, backup inventory into the pouch. You can actually use it.
Control console might be in there.
There's control console. Alright, so this was to loosen the clamps or unlock the clamps, I think she said.
Below.
The idea being that the thing is going to fall on them. On the snakes.
The shuttle's caught up in those cables. I'm gonna have to climb the tower to find a way to disconnect them.
Alright. Up we go.
Now how
Up,
to
up,
get
up.
up the tower. Scanning with my focus could help here.
Yeah. So this is something we can use the pull caster on. And now we got an elevator. Except, it's 1,000 years old. We can't use it. I forget if it's just... Yeah, okay, it's as easy as jumping up here. Not always going to be that easy. Sometimes you gotta get a crate and then jump up. But we'll get to that. This way...
Gotta climb closer to the shuttle to detach the cables.
Yeah, it won't let you shoot it from here. So up we go. I gotta go over here. Use the half staircase. And I missed. Again. Good thing there's this other staircase here. They must have known that people were gonna miss that jump. I keep getting stuck on the tree. Oh no, now I'm like stuck in like a branch. There we go. I'm terrible at running and jumping in this game, as I'm sure you guys have already noticed. There we go. Third time's the charm. Alright, we're making our way up. Keep going up. Up, up, up.
Okay, the creaking doesn't sound good.
This
I have to
whole
detach those cables
thing
quick.
feels like it's about to collapse. That's another thing I don't like. Quick complaint. Whenever there's one of those right on the edge of a ledge like that, it's not very fluid. And it's something that is annoying to me. But one of the high points of the first game to me was the gameplay was so fluid. The mechanics were great. This is like, she gets stuck. I'm hitting up on the joystick right now, and then it takes her a second to move forward. It's annoying. Not a huge thing. It's not game breaking, obviously, but it's just like, I don't know that would have happened in the first game.
This should be the right spot.
And guys, again, I love this game, so if you hear me complain about something, it's just me kind of just noting it, really.
That connector's holding the cables together.
Alright.
It should break if I shoot it.
So we're shooting the yellow connector. It's highlighted. And there goes one cable.
one down. I just need
One
to
up
climb
there.
higher.
Climb higher.
Attach the second set of cables.
I forget. Am I gonna have to run and jump? Oh no, polecaster here. Ready?
Scaling an ancient rickety
Freaking
tower.
great. Whoever
with
decided
machines
added
waiting down
that
below.
feature to the game is genius.
That's right. No turning back now.
Sound effects of the creaking, rusted towers, great. Down, and down, and then across. See, she got stuck again. I never let off the right joystick there, or left joystick rather.
Almost there.
Yeah, one more time she got stuck.
There's the other connector.
All right, what else is up here though? Nothing. No data points or anything. All right, here goes the other connector. This is going to be amazing. Ready? Here we go. Hey John M, how's it going? Whoops. What goes up must come down. And that one's still alive.
Finishing this the hard way.
Alright. Scan.
I need to take this thing down. Okay, where's that weak spot?
Weak spots. Overall, it's weak as fire, frost, and plasma. We're gonna go back to our frost. Also gonna pop one of these. 335 health. He's shooting acid at me. Turn favor frost. One more.
Damn it, it broke free!
Crafting.
Gotta take this thing down fast! That may be box ammo. Or my focus might find something we can use around here.
Oh, freaking glass, right? Wow. I was just getting ready to comment how much easier this was in story mode than it was in normal mode. That was ridiculously easy compared to normal mode.
Instead,
I can't even imagine
finally.
then how hard it must be on like brutal. The difference, like the ease of combat there was so much better. Which I mean, I guess that makes sense.
I guess Varl's gonna have to find another way there.
Slitherfang. I won't remember that. Just call it Stink Machine. Oh yeah, I could have used this. Check this thing out. If you guys were with me for the playthrough of the first game, you know that's my jam, right? Blasting off parts and then using it. She needs healing? No, she's good. I am going to gather these berries. They're there, I think, in case you need them for the fight, but we didn't really need it. So there's your first real Apex, not Apex, combat machine of this game. You know, kind of along the same lines as like a Thunderjaw, or someone mentioned Rockbreaker. Big boys. Alright, how do I get out of here? Scan. Oh, there's this thing too. Coil Blaster. Oh no, it's the same thing. There's just another one. Wow, two, they had two of these I could have used? I'm slacking. Where do I go? Oh, Polecaster right there. Oops. Into the data center, or data center, depending on your accent. Reminds you of Stormslinger from the first game? Yeah, yeah. DLC, right? Stormslinger.
Heal the blight. Restore Elizabeth's dream. But is it still there?
I think that's a really killer intro mission and first boss fight. I feel like
Okay.
they weren't messing
I
around.
should find a server room.
A lot of games you don't get like a mission or battle like that until pretty far into it. This was like, nah, we're just gonna do it right away, right out of the gate. Granted, it's a sequel, so they had to do something challenging for the people who played the game before. Jump. Probably not supposed to just jump like that, but whatever. Making our way downtown. I found a lot of that little stuff in my playthrough, where you like sitting on the side of a cliff and you're not supposed to be able to. Slither Fang. Alright. Data point. What to do about Dalgard? Let's check this out real quick. Dalgard. Oswald Dalgard. He was like the first hologram guy we saw. Sounds like he's saying cuts have to be made. Interesting. Kinda. I mean, these data points I realize probably for if you're watching the stream kind of boring, but it does matter. I mean, the first game, the data point about the Odyssey, we've already seen the Odyssey in this game, so who knows? You know, if there are more games in the future for Horizon, maybe the third game or fourth game or fifth game will have something to do with these other data points. First, we gotta save the world, though. And no spoilers. Hey, Arthur, Freya says, Arthur, you're alive. Yeah, he's alive. He lived to be 170 years old.
It's here.
Gaia version 6.9.
It's Gaia.
Hello.
Hi. Elizabeth? Travis Tate.
Now, what's this we got here? A Farzan's conspiracy to steal a copy of Gaia? And her subordinate functions? Naughty, naughty. You want me to handle this, Liz? Blasphemers! Brood of vipers! With a mighty hand I smite and pour troubles upon you!
Travis Tate, he's quite a character.
This ain't no copy of Guy you stole, you losers. But it's the mother of all logic bombs. So good luck repairing your data. And next time you start thinking you can outsmart a Tate, remember my salute.
Boom. I love it. I mean, it sucks for Aloy, but it's hilarious. I feel like Travis Tate, the voice actor, sounds a little like Matthew McConaughey.
Aloy?
I probably said that multiple times in the first playthrough.
Goddess.
There is no goddess. I told you that already. That's not Gaia. It's not what I'm looking for. It's nothing but a fake.
Alright, so game over. No, I'm kidding. Seemingly she failed again, but it's Aloy we're talking about, so no way in hell she's gonna give up just like that. Right?
I got it.
Varl, I'm sorry.
You have a sharp bite sometimes, you know? But it was pretty amazing to see you fly off that tower and blow up the entire basin.
The thing is,
Facts.
there's going to be more of that. I'm out of leads, Varl. But I have to keep searching. And fast. And whatever risks I have to take, I will. And it doesn't make sense to have someone with me. Someone who might get hurt. This is on me, Varl. Nobody else.
Hold on. Before, in Meridian, you said there was a man who helped you. Silence. You said you used to talk to him a lot about things you discovered from the old world, things no one else understands. And he gave you the lance you used to defeat Hades.
He's gone, Varl. I haven't heard from him since the battle against Hades.
Sure, but Spy Master Murad back in Meridian, he's good at finding people, isn't he?
Varl,
Come on, it might work. Plus, you'll get to see some friendly faces again.
Okay. I guess it's worth a shot.
We've got a long walk ahead.
Actually, I've got a better idea.
Nice. Back to Meridian.
Son, it's true. She's come back.
Bless us. The savior of Meridian has returned.
You earned this welcome. You saved them.
Not yet.
In the name of the Sun King of Vard, a royal welcome for the champion.
Make way.
Murad, Aloy has an urgent matter to discuss.
Dashane, that makes two of us. I've sent forth hunters for weeks, to Sunfall all the way to the Sacred Land, searching for you. Something happened at the Spire. Come. I'll show you. Watch your step. You saved us all, to be sure, but we're still cleaning up the mess. It happened right after the solstice. We were able to explain it away, thank the sun. Otherwise, it might have caused a panic. One night, for less than half a minute, it glowed an angry red. From Meridian, it looked like a trick of the light. But those who were closer, atop the Allied, said it could not have been a reflection. Much to my dismay, they said the light rose up from the tower's base. From that. We left everything just as it was.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. The Spire's supposed to send out signals, messages, for the terraforming system.
But Hades tried to use it to wake up ancient war machines.
I was sure I cut the connection to that thing. Wait here while I check it out.
Let us know what you find.
Alright, so back to Meridian. So Freya said, "Isn't Gaia meant to be blue, not gold?" I know Cyan was blue in the DLC, and then she kind of turned like a yellowish when she got like frustrated or whatever. But I don't remember what color Gaia was. I think Gaia was gold. I don't know. I don't remember. And then yes, I probably should have said something. Spoiler for the end of the first game if you haven't finished it yet. But really, if you haven't finished it yet, you shouldn't be watching someone playing the second game. I didn't even watch anybody play the second game until I finished this one. So, anyway, what they're referencing there with the red light shooting out, if you have played the first game and you finished it, then you watched all the way to the end of the credits or skipped them at some point, there's like a post-credits scene where the red thing shoots up and goes somewhere. I'm not going to say anything just in case not everybody's seen that, so where it goes, but it does kind of like tie in here. So we saw that through another character's perspective at the end of the first game in a post-credits scene. Now Blameless Murad is talking about it. So let's go ahead and check. We got to explore a little bit here.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
This is Hades, or at least the casing that Hades was in.
The same as before.
It just says orb now. Examine orb.
I could pull this thing out of me. What? Transmission.
Oh, he could.
Something was transmitted from the top of the spire.
And he did.
Guess I have to find a way up there.
Yeah, Aloy got bamboozled. Pretty good. I like it. I dig it. I dig the way they explain this whole thing away. All right, so now we're doing the tap circle without hitting any other buttons. So you jump behind you, or jump where you're looking, I guess. That's a new feature, I think. So we gotta go up here, I believe. And then
should be able to jump back and reach those ropes behind me.
And then this time we are going to use the joystick. Gets a little tricky there sometimes. But I had particular difficulty with one side mission with not being able to get her to jump to the right place I wanted her to. Alright, now we are Polecaster, I think. Right? No. Do I have to go across first? I forget. Let's figure this out. Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, pull this one closer to us. I knew I had to use the Polecaster somewhere.
There we go.
All this construction equipment conveniently has things I can use with my new weapon.
Now,
Cool.
how to cross over to the spire.
Polecaster.
Should be able to get up there now.
And this is cool though. You know,
Someone
I'm
was
joking
helping me when he gave
about
me
it.
slants.
How convenient. But
Looks like he tricked me.
I never would have thought we'd get to climb the spire.
Did he save Hades? Why would he do that?
Did he save
If I can
Hades?
Figure out where he sent it. I can track him down.
Again, if you've seen the end of the
Hopefully
first game, you know
transmission
already.
on the top will tell me. Oh, doesn't look like I can keep climbing this way.
Oh, what's the wrong way? Other side.
Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside?
Ooh. Okay, not only are we climbing on the tower, going inside the tower, or spire.
An elevator? Let's see.
Elevator.
Access lift activated.
Hey, just once we get to use an elevator instead of climbing something.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
Thing is
This would have been great last mission to get to the top of the shuttle. Just saying.
There's the note.
Abracadabra. Open sesame. There it is, Far West.
Well, Aloy,
there he is.
I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the lands to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless? You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding?
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West, and learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you, alright.
Yes. Well, the coordinates should make it simple enough. Even for you.
There's no other choice. Better let Varl and Murad know what I found.
Yeah, I like Silence too. He's just, right, he's not really good, he's not really able, he just kind of has his own agenda. I mean, it sucks that he deceived her, but, he also saved her ass a couple times. One time in particular. So, you can talk to Murad. There's also this thing.
Is that a statue of me?
I freaking love it. I saw it in the cutscene.
That's new.
Right away. And I was like, oh man, that looks freaking awesome. Of course she hates it, right? Because she hates all the attention. Let me see, it says you can interact with it. I didn't actually do this the first time through.
I guess I should be flattered by the statue. It feels wrong. Especially when my job's only half done.
Yeah. It's kind of cool that they look at her as like the savior, even though she freaking, not really her fault. The whole place is almost destroyed. But yeah, I saw that in a quick cutscene. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I didn't think they were gonna actually like let you interact with it and get a good look at it. I just thought it was gonna be a quick cutscene thing, where if you blinked and missed it, then that's on you. But yeah, let's go talk to Murad. I never in a million years thought we'd be back in Meridian after the first one ended, but here we are.
You went inside it, and it transformed, almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it, the Tenakth, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated, and indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tenakth might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
the Sun King.
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please?
Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace. But I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick. Better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Try it on.
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
To learn more about characters from the past, navigate the character bio section in your notebook. We saw that already. I showed a little bit of it earlier as I was going through the
Should be a workbench
pause
around here
menu.
I can use.
Attach the override to the spear, visit with your friends, kind of stuff here. I'm actually going to do some of that. I think it's crazy, like, and actually to your point, Freya, they mentioned Forbidden West. We're 2 hours in. Like, I've been playing this for 2 hours. Like, granted, I've been stopping and talking a little bit here and there, but basically 2 hours in, and we're not even in the Forbidden West yet. So good on them for doing it that way. Maybe they could have just dropped us right into the Forbidden West and done some of the stuff through flashbacks, but I feel like it's a cool way to do it. Tell the story linear. Yeah, so let's go talk to some peeps. This is something else. Memorial.
Honoring those who fell in the Battle of the Elite. Lots of brave people defended this place from Hades.
Yeah. Alright, let's talk to Avad.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger.
Yeah, you could skip this part. I don't know, it didn't feel right to skip this part.
Jewels. But I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger, but it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Nox territory.
By the sun, that's a Noct? Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
Or 10 or 12 if I take my sweet time getting there.
When you say years of hostility, I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. The Asuram, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tenakth. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after that was tricky.
So I think it's important to go through some of this stuff, get a little bit of history of the Tenakth.
How did you get the Tenakth to talk again
the
after
war and
the same way I got you to talk. by giving gifts.
It may not. I mean, you could do it without it, but I feel like it enhances
But not
the
their
story
tiaras.
if you don't skip over it.
More like metals, spices, and relics looted during the fighting. We've met with them on several occasions, and the gifts seem to have eased the tension. But this coming embassy is the most important yet. The best sign we've had so far that the Tenakth want lasting peace.
What makes this coming embassy so special?
I'd hope that they would remove this clicking on text to further dialogue. I don't know why they do it this way. Maybe there's a reason for it.
Treasure.
Maybe it makes the game more smooth in the end.
Vashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier. Don't you mean raider?
No, not in this case. Vashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
Your cousin, Vashav. How long has he been a Tenakth captive?
5 years. Tenakth emissaries swear he is well, but I wonder. That tribe is renowned for its brutality. How did he survive? Well, I'll know soon enough. If you see him before I do, tell him that I await him in Meridian, where he belongs.
If I see him, I will.
Yeah, if we find this one guy in this vast expanse of land.
Itaman looks happy.
You got him out of something.
Think there's something else here?
Any happiness he has, he owes to you.
I mean, definitely one way. I don't know if it's mutual.
He'll need to be if he's to inherit the crown.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours first?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen.
My phone is blowing up today.
Murad keeps throwing noble matches at me. But I find I'm always trying to make them into someone they're not. At any rate, I never aspire to the throne.
There it is.
I don't wish to sit there forever. When Itaman comes of age, I hope to step aside.
He basically should have been like, none of them live up to you, Aloy.
I might finally be able to travel the world.
Call a spade a spade.
Who knows? Perhaps even accompany you on one of your adventures.
You make it sound easy.
She's all like,
I need to get going.
friend zone.
One moment, Aloy.
Peace.
There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
But it has to be. The way you left before.
The only thing Aloy loves is the hunt, man.
I'll see you again. I'm not trying to stop you or hold you back, but I need to know, when your mission is over, will you return to Meridian and stay long enough for us to spend time, to get to know each other properly, perhaps?
Flashpoints offer moments of emotional choice. How Aloy expresses her personality is up to you. Choose the fist. And Aloy will confront the challenge directly. Choose brain, and Aloy will use her insight to find a clever, less obvious approach. I can't read today. Choose the heart, and Aloy will express compassion or give voice to her deepest convictions. Some of these responses are kind of funny. Are you kidding me? Now's not the time. I think I said now's not the time in my first playthrough. Let's add a little romance to this situation.
I do hope to see Meridian again, Avad. And you.
Get to know each other. In the biblical sense?
It's my life. It's all I can think about. I have to stay focused. What happens after? I can't imagine that. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Well, if that place were to end up being Meridian, know that you will always receive a boundless welcome here. Tend to your mission.
Boundless welcome.
I will hope for your success, and look forward to your return.
I should have saved that one for last. I wasn't thinking. What else is over here?
Dowager Queen Nasadi.
Blessed champion. Itamen, what do you say?
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
You said it fine, Itamen. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
Itamen.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives, champion, and we will not forget. May the sun light your way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion.
Yeah, if only that were the worst of our encounters coming up. Spoiler alert. It's weird to me, not that they're here, because obviously they should be here, but if you didn't, I think that was a side mission. So if you didn't play that mission, that side mission, in the first game, you're probably like, who the hell are those people? The other ones I get, it makes sense. Like everybody else that's here, I think was like a main. Actually, no, that's not true. Vanasha, it was a side mission too. What's this?
That's part of the Deathbringer we defeated.
Oh, wow! It's all like kind of buried.
This machine was the last line of defense for Hades.
I didn't do this in my first
He
playthrough.
dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but it's just a piece of scrap now.
It looks so much better on PS5. Like I don't think I realized that it had like a dark green, almost army-looking coloring to it in the original game. I thought they were just all like black and gray. So I don't know if that was the original intention. It just didn't have the graphics power for it back then, or they changed it up a little bit. Where am I going? Where's some more peeps? I need to see some more dialogue boxes. Here we go. There's some over here. Oh wait, who's this? Oh, tomorrow. No, that would send us away. We don't want to do that yet. Dude, I know Vanasha is around here somewhere. And the other guy, I can't think of his name. Oh, they're there. Okay, they're up there. I know they're there. I've talked to them before. This I didn't do.
Machine carcasses.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Remnants from the Battle of the Elite.
Is that Scrapper? Scrapper and a Bellaback?
We were almost overrun by the
Uthid, that's
machines
what I was trying to think
Hades
of.
controlled.
Yeah, Uthid was a side quest too. Right, it is
We
weird.
pushed through.
Phantom wanted a little romance in the next game. They did? Interesting, I didn't know that. It's one of the things, like, I love this game, but I'm not nearly as connected to the community around this game as I am to other games I'm involved with, like Red Dead.
There. The workbench.
There's the workbench. I don't want to use it yet, though. I love Vanasha. Look at, like, whoever had her sit up on the railing like that, freaking perfect choice. That is such her personality. I love it so much. She's so cool.
Vanasha. Thanks for being here.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she?
For the moment. But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to, and it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
No, Huntress. Please. You don't have to justify yourself to us. You saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Always.
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military advisor.
Nah, she ain't gonna fall off.
Have to listen to him
Vanasha ain't going out like that,
May the
man.
sun bless their sorry souls.
At least I say something of substance every once in a while.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were talking.
And how about you, Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Itamen. 2 parts bodyguard, 1 part...
Bad influence.
Huh. I was gonna say nanny, but I like your version better.
I never pictured you as a nanny. Itamen must be special.
Hold on now. I'm not entirely domesticated. Nasadi was the Mad Sun King's wife. She has enemies. I've had to foil a plot or two.
Right.
You can try to hide it, but inside, you're as soft as a silk pillow.
Oh, you have no idea.
Huh? Oh dear.
We were talking about Edaman?
Yeah, okay, I admit it. Edaman's cute, he's fun, and he looks up to me. I like him. Except when he forgets to wash his hands after hooking worms in that muddy garden behind a solarium. Blech.
It's been months since I was in Sunfall. What's become of the Shadow Karja?
After you wiped out the eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow. So the commoners cleaned out the citadel and handed it back to him. The Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uther to take command of the garrison there, but Captain Cudley here refused. Rumor has it that he wanted to stay close to me here in Meridian.
That's nonsense, of course.
Well, I know. You're out. Go! Away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always a pleasure. But please, little huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
Ah, finally!
Nice. Oh, gotta modify the spear first. Spear upgrade. Craft. And close.
Okay. Master override installed. Plus, something new. To store up and release energy.
Nice.
Resonator. Should help in a fight.
Resonator.
I haven't felt like this for a long time.
Alright, return to Murad and Varl.
Savior, we were worried as to what fate befell you after...
Just walk away from that guy. Alright, let's go talk to these guys.
Are you ready to go? Or do you need a little more time?
I'm ready to go.
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Dawns, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight. Head out in the morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
So, copyright claim inbound, I'm sure. But this is amazing. My only complaint is, if you know the geography of the first game, it kind of goes from like the middle of the map back east. Or no, west and then east. Like, I don't feel like she goes the right way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, she's supposed to be heading west. At this point, she goes east. But still, I mean, look at these freaking graphics. Yeah, then she's like north. we're in near one of the original sites from the first game. The arena. I should wonder if this video might get taken down because of this song. Depending on what kind of copyright claim it is. RP. That's true. That's very true. Yeah, that's it. The whole thing, she comes from the other side. This is going to be a different game. She's going to come from the ocean into San Francisco. Stormbird, nice. There it is. Let me get uptime real quick. It's like 2.5 hours in. We finally got the opening title.
Sparks to steel.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Never seen anyone use one of those to get around.
It's awesome.
Is that how I get to Barren Light?
Yes, I mean usually, but not today. Not yet.
And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
I can handle machines.
Oh, I'm sure you can, but I'm under strict orders not to operate until the whistle down at Chain Scrape sounds the all clear.
Look, I didn't come all this way just to stand around and wait. I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Alright, Space Ranger, take care. Thanks for stopping by.
Who would crank it back up? Fine, fine. Though, should anyone ask, it might be best to say you forced me.
I like this scene too. I wasn't expecting this. Just got a PlayStation trophy. Reached the Daunt.
A lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones, and lots of them. Bristlebacks, they're called. Strangeness is, they're not native to the Daunt. Just showed up, all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Oh, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. Boss of Chain Scrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
Yeah, well, I'm just passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
You should have said. That ain't gonna happen no time soon.
What are you talking about?
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja Sun Priest. Cranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man, or so he says. That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it. Ah!
Great.
you don't do as I say immediately, the Sun King himself shall hear of your insolence. Thanks to you, I was forced to spend the night shivering in the tent. Exposed to attack, I might have died. Oh, me you refuse to transport, but not this... what? This Nora girl? This savage? Besides, scallywag.
Whatties? That's Aloy.
Scallywag, what in the heck?
Aloy, you know, savior of Meridian.
Really? Well, that lessens the insult, I suppose.
I came here for the embassy at Barrenlight. Way I hear it, so did you.
Well, not with the valley infested. And so did Ahriman, proclaim the Sun Priests most precious and worthy of safekeeping. See? Scripture. I shall head to Barren Light when the captain of the Vanguard tells me the way is clear, and not a moment sooner.
Fine. Captain's a friend of mine, you know? Where is Erend? Wouldn't mind speaking to someone a little more action, a little less... scroll.
Whatties?
Studious Whatties.
Studious Whatties sent Erend and another Vanguard out at daybreak to clear the way.
And so at daybreak...
Hey!
Shh.
Down the valley
Love
then?
it.
Yeah, said they'd check the ruins on the left bank for tracks. Take it from there.
Okay. I hear there's a work stoppage. Any way to upgrade my gear?
I'll bet the smith and chain scrape would let you use his workbench. As for the bristlebacks, you might want to craft some acid arrows. Hitting their canisters with those will take them down quick.
Acid arrows,
Thanks.
he says.
I'll find Erend and I'll bring him back.
Make a note.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
To the top of the ridge. To wait in safety.
Sorry. Operator's under strict orders. No passengers till the whistle blows, right?
That's right. Best start cranking.
Why?
Jorf, would you kindly escort Studious to Chain Scrape and wait for me there?
You got it.
I will find Erend, and I will help clear a path. But after that, no more excuses. Barren Light. Embassy.
If such be the will of the sun.
It will be. Trust me.
So it's interesting, the minor spoiler, I suppose. Not really. He didn't know her or recognize her. Literally everyone else she runs into in this game knows who she is. And it's like, oh, it's the savior of Meridian. Oh, it's the champion of Meridian. It's like, I mean, again, it actually gets to be a little ridiculous. And I had forgotten about him not recognizing her, but then I remembered it. I'm like, how dumb is it that this one guy, I mean, he's a tool for sure, but this one guy doesn't recognize her and everyone else does. So pay attention to that as we move in. Also, we've made it. We're in the Forbidden West. Freaking awesome. Swipe up to reveal full HUD to review your current objectives. I forgot about that. They added that in. That's like why can't I think of the name of that game? Give me a second. Ghost of Tsushima thing. Swiping up on the HUD like that. Flipping up on the controller. Start button, I guess. What used to be. Alright, we're gonna get a quick save. And then I gotta get a manual save. First save. Hey, Wandering Red, how's it going? Story continues. It does, indeed. You're just in time. We just made it to Forbidden West. I've been playing for about 2.5 hours. So a lot of it's a ton of intro. But we're here. We've made it. Let's take a look at the map. So there's Aloy. We came in. There's a huge chain here that we rode down. And then there's a question mark side quest. Nice. Another fire over here. Lots of exploration to be done here. I think I'm going to go ahead and continue just the main story for now. I got limited time left to play today, maybe like another hour or so, and I may stop before then, but I have at least an hour more to play. Last thing I'm going to do is get caught up in side quests at the end of the stream. We could pick up tomorrow maybe when I start the stream at the beginning. of the stream, we'll do some side quest stuff in this area. I do want to explore this area, show you guys the whole thing. It's called the Daunt. It's kind of cool that they start you in. It's Forbidden West, right? But we're in the eastern portion of the West, so it's very, to me, callback-ish to the first game, where you start in the east and make your way west. I dig it. It's cool that they let you take this path, so to speak. All right, so what were my objectives? To the brink. Go to Chainscrape, then find Aaron. All right, and I can see we got some machines down here. So let's go ahead. We'll start with these burrowers. I don't think they're just going to walk right by them anyway.
Those machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely isn't safe.
Alright, so burrower 1, 2.
I could use fire against
3.
it.
Could use fire against it if I had fire arrows. But all I got is these hunter arrows. I should have went over there. I still might. Let's see what's this other one doing. Alright, we're just gonna wait these guys out for a minute here. I'd like to take them out one at a time if I could. Alright, this guy's going there. Alright, I think oh, he stopped. Okay, so he's in that way though. Alright, let's go. Oh, one of them saw me. Will he come check on me? Can't see me now. The other one saw me do that, though. Or if it didn't see me, at least sensed that his friend was down. And... no? It's not going to give me the option. See, that's annoying to me. They don't come close enough to strike. But we'll let him do his thing. Freaking boar right here. We'll wait for him to turn around, and then if he goes the other way, I'll take him down. We're good? We're good. Of course, not the other one's over there. It's gonna see me. It did. Nothing to see here. Where is he? Take a chance. And... see it. Oh, it stood up, like, just in time for me to stab it in the back. Alright, I think that's all of them. I saw some health over here. And then I saw, this is a cool little side thing I'll show you guys. Not really a side thing, I guess. It's green silver, I think it's called. Green something. Green shine. Green shine sliver. It's kind of cool. It's another way to trade with merchants. It's almost like Blue Gleam if you're familiar. There, it tells you. It's like Blue Gleam if you're familiar with the Frozen Wilds DLC. I mean, not quite as rare, but still rare and valuable resource. Hidden all over the world, green shine can be used for upgrading certain weapons and outfits for trading with specific merchants. So, let us continue our path to Chainscrape.
old machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Erend took it down?
Doesn't let me scan it.
Ground soaked with acid. That must be chain scrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there.
Alright, let's get the bow upgraded.
With my other gear too.
There's a green exclamation point on the map. I'm actually going to try to do this a little differently than I did in the Zero Dawn playthrough. Like, I'm not going to go talk to that person until I'm ready to actually do that mission. So, you guys have to bear with me through that.
That the Savior? Wanna come in, Savior?
And there's a ton of them. There's like 28 or 29 side quests. So, we'll do them, but we're going to spread them out throughout the entire series here.
Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Hey, another old friend.
Petra? Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him.
Yeah.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh.
There's an embassy at Barrenlight I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
Ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Well, this old one guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Yeah. Upgrade the bow.
I could take her.
There's a fire... campfire somewhere... here.
I'll come find you later.
That's funny. I probably fast traveled into this fire 100 times at least. She'll end up like right in the middle of these guys sometimes. It's kind of funny. So keep an eye out for that as we go through the playthrough. Workbench. Also a trader here. Workbench is free. Alright, weapon upgrades. I have 2 I can do. We want to do the bow, but we can also do the bow we have to do as part of the mission. If we have enough resources left over, I'll do the blast thing too. So yeah, we're upgrading it. Makes it a little more powerful as far as the impact damage goes, impact arrows, but also it's going to add acid arrows. You can see that in the bottom left-hand corner. Top right-hand corner is what it costs. Some cool kind of stuff in the middle with the perks. Obviously, there's none right now, but then the weapon coils too. So you can't just coil weapons like you could in the first game. You have to unlock them first. And how you do that is through upgrading it at a workbench. It's kind of cool. So already there, I think it's more challenging than it was in the first game. The first game, all you had to do was find a weapon coil, and you could add it to your weapon. You may not find good weapon coils until later in the game, but at least you could upgrade it a little bit, and you didn't have to do it at a workbench, which is also cool. That's the realism I mentioned earlier with the crafting, the tonics and the traps and everything. The fact that you can do that in the open is cool. You don't have to push a start button anymore. And as for the weapons, you can't just like if I were just to go. That's making me do this as part of the mission, but later when we get other weapons and we want to upgrade them, you can't just do it in the middle of the wild. You have to find a workbench first. So you can't be like in the middle of a fight with a Thunderjaw and be like, oh, you know what, I want to upgrade my bow. You'd have to like leave the fight, go to a workbench, which I mean that's real life, right? So anyway, let's upgrade this thing. It's more realistic, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Got some acid hunter arrows, except I can do another one here. Interesting, I can get upgraded all the way. That's why you collect, guys. That's why you loot. I'm gonna read the damage on our ammo here. Can we do the third one and fully max this out? We can. Very nice. Fully max this bad boy out. And the weapon coil slot is now unlocked. So yeah, we just maxed that out. Let's go back. We'll check on the blast sling. Looks like we can still upgrade it. So where I'm seeing that is in the bottom center, the icon for the blast sling. There's those two little yellow up arrows. That's how I know this is upgradable. So we're going to upgrade our frost damage on our blast sling here. Stats improved. We can do it again. Further stats improved. And we've got enough to actually... Where'd I get a bristleback tusk from? I wonder if it's part of like the... Because I paid for the expanded version? I don't know. Either way, we're fully upgrading this frost blast sling too. So I got a couple empty coil spots for our weapons. Need to keep that in mind. I think I saw an outfit upgrade before, but now it's gone. Probably because I spent some stuff. It's not telling me what it even costs. Well, hold on. There we go. Oh, I don't have enough metal shards. That's okay. I'll sell some stuff to the guy next to me, and we'll come back and we'll upgrade her armor too. Upgrades are a huge thing in this game. I found that out the hard way. I went to my first fight and did not have enough arrows, which sounds like a ridiculous thing, but it was never a concern in the first game. You just craft more. In this game, you can actually, I would recommend upgrading your ammo pouch, your quiver, hunter arrow quiver, as quickly as possible. In this case, I need to get 2 raccoon hides, so I'm going to add a job for that, and we'll do that maybe the start of tomorrow's live stream. We'll make that part of our little exploration adventure. But actually, a lot of this stuff I'm going to want to upgrade. The potions, right now I only have 3. So I'm actually going to make a bunch of jobs for all this stuff. I did mention the traps earlier. I use more traps now than I did in the past. However, I'm not going to be too concerned about that up front. Same thing with our bomb satchel. We'll go ahead and create a job. Resource pouch. I'm not too worried about that at this point. And I'll show you guys why in just a second. So let me go out of here. Get out of this menu.
Workbench is all yours.
I want to sell acid damage. An ammo that deals acid damage is now available in your inventory. Use your focus to scan enemies to see if they are weak to acid. So the idea here being you want to use acid on acid weak enemies and not on acid strong enemies. I'll show you some cool stuff with that too as we go through it.
Shop
First trader.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
That's funny. I already used the workbench. Coil slot has been unlocked, so I can't actually talk to this guy because the shop is closed. I thought I was able to sell him some stuff.
Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to upgrade her outfit then. So I've created a bunch of jobs here. Like I said, we'll cover those tomorrow, part of tomorrow's stream. Notebook, machine catalog. What's it showing me? Oh, because you know what? We got the Slitherfang at the end of the last mission. Look at that thing. Character bios, got a few more we add to our list here. Blameless Marad back in Meridian, Sun King Avad, Vanasha, Uthid. I missed one. I forgot who that is. I'm guessing it's going to be Erend, but we'll find out. We stumbled across Petra first. And then more data points. I'm just going to skip over these for now. Just got to get them cleared out. You guys know how it is. Actually, there's some stuff in the tutorials too. Resources. Just clearing out these yellow post-it notes. There we go. Got some fast travel. I don't remember when I picked that up, but I got some fast travel. 2 of 50. Fast travel in this game is much better than the previous game. I feel like They're easier to come by. You just need to spend shards. You don't have to have like squirrel bones and other things to buy them from merchants. So that's huge. And then also, you can fast travel for free from an existing campsite. So if you have an existing campfire and you want to travel to another existing campfire, you can do that for free. It's a game changer, I feel like. I really enjoyed that. So then we got some resources here too. Picked up some stuff. Clear all this stuff out before we move on. There we go. Take a look at the map. So Aaron is all the way down here. Or at least that's the area where he was. That's what we're going to do next. I'll show you guys what I was talking about with the fast travels. I also like that the fast travels are pretty much seamless. I mean, they were fast in the PS5 version of this game anyway, but they're even faster now. So like, quick save, fast travel free, hit circle. So hit circle. It would let me go back to, where were we before? We were here. It would let me go back to this campfire if I wanted to. I just hit R2 and then hit X to confirm. I'm not going to do that right now. But, so anyway, once we get to the point where I'll zoom out just a little bit, I don't want to show too much of the map, but just a little bit. Once we get to, I mean, you can go really, it's called far west. You can go really far west and then come back all the way over here in like an instant for free with no actual fast travel pack as long as you're at an existing campfire. So it's pretty cool. I like it. I'm glad they did that. Quality of life kind of thing added to the game. Let's go find Aaron. And that might be the last thing I do today. But we'll see. See how long this takes. I can't stress enough how much I love this game. Actually, I have 2 skill points I can use. I'm looking in the top right corner next to the blue bar. It said 2. Skill points. You've earned your first skill point. Skill points are gained by leveling up and completing quests and activities. Choose a skill tree and tap X to open it. I can skip the tutorial, but I won't. Let's go select. Choose a skill and hold X to learn it. So we're on... It automatically put us on... Which one are we on? I gotta back out so I can see them. It automatically puts us on Hunter. But there's 6. Trapper, Warrior, going back to the other side, Survivor, Infiltrator, and Machine Master. So let's break these down. Warrior, these are going to be your melee attacks. Pretty much anything you do with your spear, right? Resonator, Blast. Trapper, anything you do with your traps. Quick Trapper. So if I were to select this one, it would make it faster for me to place traps, which is key because you want to place the traps and then get out of there and get back to the red grass as soon as possible. Hunter, I think, right? Yeah, Hunter. All your bow and arrow stuff, your concentration. Again, this was a skill in the previous game. They've kind of refined it a little bit here. You don't get quite as much concentration, but there's other upgrades for it. So like you can go here or here once you've unlocked this one. And there's other cool stuff. Valor Surge. We'll talk about all that stuff when it's time. So looking at Survivor, these are your potions. So medicinal berries provide more healing and you heal faster. That's key. Infiltrator will be your stealth and your silent strikes. So like if I were to pick this one, my silent strike would be upgraded. And then mounted defense. This is Machine Master, I think, is the category here. These are your override upgrades and stuff like that. So they've expanded on the skill sets in the first game. I forget how many there were in the first game, but I know there's a lot more. And they've added a whole bunch of cool stuff, which we'll get into. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and buy... I want to be able to heal faster. And I have one more. I want my Silent Strike to do more damage. Because you guys know how I like the stealth. And that'll be key once the machines get tougher. Obviously, you can Silent Strike a burrower now and take it down in one hit. But as the machines level up, you might need to do a Silent Strike and then a couple hits on one. Whereas if you level that Silent Strike skill up, then you don't need to worry about the... You get a Silent Strike at one time. I'm just kind of heading towards this yellow icon on the compass. I probably should. I couldn't. I was gonna say I probably should have bought a potion, but I couldn't buy anything anyway. So it kind of sucks that the merchants are closed. Maybe we'll dedicate a good portion of tomorrow's live stream towards getting those merchants unlocked. I'm sure you guys can tell already, it's a deeply involved game. I mean, you know, again, we spent 2 hours just getting to this point. Is this where I wanted to go? Okay, yeah, this was part of the main mission. I couldn't remember if this is a side mission or part of the main mission. So there's a tripwire that just went off. Look at them all, they're everywhere. Kill the machines near the Oseram Trapper.
Hold tight. I'll see what I can do.
So we're looking for Erend.
Cross to heart it.
Kind of sounds like him a little bit, but I don't think Erend's the type to lay tripwires. Level 8 Scroungers, Acid and Frost. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna hit him with the Frost and see if I can get him to set up the tripwire. I just killed that one. One shot. Good thing I upgraded my blast sling. I kind of want to use the tripwire. You don't have to. But you gotta be careful, because if you go near it yourself, then you're the one that's gonna get hurt. Let me go. I think I can go to this next set of red grass. Let's see if I can get a chase after me, and then jump over it. Maybe.
I can't override that machine.
Oh, here it goes. It's gonna run right into that one, right?
There's a cauldron out here.
Run into that thing. There it goes.
Okay, fine. Kill him however you want. Your wire's better though.
Come get me. Oh, I set it off. Hit the wrong button. I hit the jump for Red Dead, not the one for this game. There we go. Where is it? There it goes. Run into it. No, don't shoot me. Just run into the wire. Alright, dude, you're not making this fun.
Never saw it coming.
It's cool.
That's the last one.
There's also a big focus on this game. Shoot elemental canisters down there. I don't know if you guys saw that thing towards the bottom right-hand corner. Little pop-up message. There's a big focus on this game and using the environment, which you guys know me.
Let me give things proper like.
I love to use the environment, so it's perfect. Talk to the Oseram Trapper. What's up, man? Seen Erend?
See, you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do.
South, after more bristlebacks?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster.
All right.
Just any tripcaster.
More toys.
One of my make, free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Alright, accidents and chain scrape.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
I don't follow.
There's this sack of wet dirt, Olvend. Thinks he's the Elderman of Chain Scrape. Got half the town treating him as such. Back when I was in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Olvend discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. She's like, dude, focus.
Karn said true. Just
focus
showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
Alright.
I should get going.
Thanks
for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Aaron headed south.
Alright, hunting grounds
Should be able to
have
pick up his
returned.
tracks with no focus.
Tripcasters allow you to place various types of tripwires. Tap R2 while aiming to set up the first anchor point, then aim and fire again to place a second. There's a limit to how many tripwires can be placed at once. Be careful not to run into your own tripwire. So that, I think that's a little different. It says tap R2. Let me see this. I didn't actually do any tripwires in the other playthrough I did. It says tap R2. No, that means hold R2. Yeah, okay, so that's the same. You hold R2, shoot the one there, for example, and then you go over there. Okay, that works the same way. Cool. Probably won't use that, but that's okay. You craft up some more frost bombs. Alright. Bristlebacks. Gotta have the acid arrows. I made a whole point of that, so. I think I'm supposed to search for Aaron. There we go. Highlight track.
Maybe Aaron's and the vanguards.
Follow the tracks.
These bristlebacks are everywhere.
Oh. I'm more running. Oh. What's all this? Dead boars. Someone picked them clean already, too. It's just shards, but good to have shards, because we're going to want them for our next upgrade, outfit upgrades, and also probably for tripcaster upgrade at this point. We could go up there. What's up there? Nothing. Alright, let's go. Follow the tracks. Scrounger site over there. See it on the compass, but I don't see it for reals. Oh yeah, I see some blue light now there now. Yeah, there's a Scrounger. Alright, some kind of fenced in thing up here. Wall, I guess. Oh, raccoon. I remember the raccoon something being something we needed. Hunter arrow quiver. We need one more raccoon hide. Nice. For our, add more arrows to our quiver. Get this guy. Boar bone, bomb satchel. Nice, we got enough to upgrade our bomb satchel. We'll do that probably tomorrow. I think I'm going to do this last thing here with Aaron, or try and find Aaron, and call it a day. But let's see.
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Wait, what did it say? It just said, oh, the supply cache. Nice. Oh, another trap. Sweet. Okay, cutscene. Couple of scroungers. Aaron and his hammer. Love it. She loves it too.
Another one down! Now this is what I was forged for. No lectures to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just the hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Aaron!
Oh, watch out. Oh. No shame in treat. Let them fight another day, dude. Got this.
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Alright, so she gets in the grass. Cool. Alright, so this is cool. See if it works. Yeah, there's one.
Canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain
And
reaction
then
if I hit them with
acid.
acid arrows.
Back and see it. The scrounger. I think it was phrase. And he's gonna die without me shooting him. Perfect. Is that it? Yep, kill the machines. Done. So that, I mean, that was pretty easy too. So what I would say is, guys, if you're new to this game, definitely do story mode. I played my first playthrough on normal, and it wasn't really difficult, but it just was. There's a lot of differences between this and the first one that took a minute to get used to. I felt like normal was a good difficulty for me. I might be a little overpowering on these guys in story mode, but that's okay. A coil is now available in your inventory. Actually, I never even coiled. I said I was going to coil, I never did. Let's go do that. Coil up these weapons. Oh no, I didn't have a coil to use. Alright, so acid plus 7%, so we can use that on... That's the other thing too. Those weapons are very specific in this game. So like, you might have an acid bow, and then also a fire bow. You don't have an acid bow and a fire bow. It's like it's not the same weapon. It's two different weapons. So in this case, it's saying can only be equipped on weapons that have acid ammunition unlocked. If I only had a fire bow, I wouldn't be able to use this coil. You can only use an acid coil on an acid bow, and I'll show you what that looks like. So you can look at this weapon here. It's got impact damage and acid damage. If I had a fire coil, I could not use it on this weapon. If I get a different hunter bow that allows for fire ammo, then I could use a fire coil. So it's very, I mean, it's not like the other game where, you know, you could use fire damage on a regular bow. They kind of made it more specific, which is cool. So we're gonna go ahead and add that mod. I gotta keep an eye out for a frost coil for this thing, and a shock coil for this one. So we'll keep an eye on those as we go through it. Good on ammo. Actually, I could do 10 more impact arrows, or hunter arrows. We got some more bristleback tusks. It's good for upgrading. These are kind of good for upgrading too, but these are great. So we'll see once we get stuff I can upgrade. I can use these resources. There it is. I knew Aaron's bio was going to come up at some point. We'll go back. And let's talk to him. Get to know him a little better. No, we know him already. A good dude.
Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh?
Oh. Yeah, ribs are overrated.
I'm good. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Aaron, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Getting the band back together.
Aaron, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? That figures.
Aaron! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here. Don't blow your blaze.
I totally forgot that guy was even up there.
This just
So did
keeps
they,
getting better.
apparently.
Huh. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
Oh.
You? Sorry?
Salty.
Yeah, that'd be a first.
He's bitter about her leaving.
Hey, just, forget it.
About saying goodbye the first time.
It's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the Battle of the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Alright, another choice here. You know what? I'm in a caring kind of mood today. I picked the heart one on the previous one. I guess I'm doing it again.
Aaron, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger. And only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh.
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
Oh, so much for being useful. Okay.
Erend! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
Alright. Oh! Main quest to the brink. Clear the dawn. Go to the source of the explosions. Alright, let's head out that way. I'm gonna grab some medicinal berries on the way out.
I'll stash this away for later.
And I think we're actually gonna save that for tomorrow. If I can find a campfire. If not, I'll do it now. We'll see. I'm just gonna head towards it. Oh, campfire. Let's see. 30, 190. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do here, guys, is probably save. Let's check this out.
What are those Oseram doing out here?
Quick! Gotta scrap him before the Scroungers get him.
Oh. Oh.
That bristleback's charging right at them.
Sorry, I couldn't stop at the time, but try to do this. Oh, I missed. Miss. I'm trying to hit the canister on the back. There we go.
Ha ha! Another one for the scrap pile. Your help was timely, Nora.
Oh, that one guy died, though.
Just get back to Chainscrape before you get yourselves killed.
Not with all this salvage lying about. Come on, crew. Back to it.
Alright. I'm gonna find a campfire. Let's go here. Just go right to it. Oh, it's right there. That's why it said 175, but that's if I followed the road. Skybrush. More Skybrush. Quick save. Manual save. Alright, so yeah, we did like 3 hours today. The whole intro section, I feel bad that we're kind of cut it short here. We're just getting started in the Forbidden West, but the intro section is like really long, 2 hours before you even get into the Far West. So anyway, going to continue this series hopefully tomorrow. I plan on going live tomorrow around noon Eastern time in the United States, like I've been doing in the past. Not the past 2 weeks, but in the past. Appreciate everyone hanging out in chat today. So I'll be back tomorrow with more Forbidden West. At least that's the plan. Until then, guys, take care.